Planes in the night sky with you, getting high in the sunrise with you, getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, now I do. And I wish that I could put a time machine, 'cause time moves on, and now you're gone. Oh, if only I could build a time machine, I'd come and get you. I can't forget you. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time.
So this is like the shortest video on the planet. Pretty sure that freaking the intro and the outro will probably be longer than this video. But it goes with my attorney friend, the video. So this is kind of a segue, I guess. So he tends to overthink his shooting, and nothing is good enough. He's got to be fucking perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You have to be effective, right? So, and I gave him a couple pointers that I know, and I am not what one would call a fucking professional shooter, but I am fairly effective. So when it comes down to shooting sports, I took this challenge from a friend of mine that I don't know if he was actually saying that I couldn't do it, or if the gun couldn't do it. And I asked him like 4 different times. I'm like, so are you saying I can't do it, or can the gun not do it? And he said, no, the gun can't do it. And I put him on speakerphone. I asked him if he was drinking, and he was like, freaking, nope. And hear a beer can pop, and he says, this is only my second one. And I'm like, oh, bro. So, regardless, fucking F-bomb, working on it. So, I said to him, I said, so you don't think I can't do it? You don't think the gun can do it? And he's like, no. So, for the record, it was a bolt gun, Savage Access, 30-06, freaking, it's like $400, and I slapped a, Barska, SWAT, 6x24 on there, which is like probably a $300 freaking optic, right? So I got $300 glass, or $400 glass. I think it was $400. Anyway, $400 glass, $400 gun. So under $1,000. I'm thinking he's saying that the gun can't do it, and I could take it out there, and yeah, bam, freaking 1,000-yard shot. Got it on video. So anyway, I guess my point, and I'm now making the video longer than the intro or outro, but my point is that freaking, when you're shooting 75 foot with a 9mm pistol Glock platform, or any platform really, and you're hitting a 9-inch circle, then you're freaking doing a great fucking job. Freaking job. Frickin'. I'll just say frickin'. So, frickin'. That's everything I've said up to date. But, so, you're doing a phenomenal job on freaking shooting if you're plugging like that, right? I know I need to quit. So, man named Ryan Cleckner. So I started when I got challenged with this 1,000-yard shot, and the furthest shot that I'd ever made before that was like 300 yards. It's about right at 300 yards for a deer, and that was the longest shot I'd ever taken. And I'm really effective from 300 in, and just short game guy. Fuck it. Make your jokes. Leave them in the comments. Freaking, so, took this challenge, cheap gun, cheap optic, and freaking banged it. So, during the course of my, I'm going to learn long range shooting. My father-in-law is a 1,500 yard club guy. And at one point, he's like, you need to stop reading shit, Josh. You need to just stop reading shit, sit down at the bench, and freaking shoot. So I did. I mean, I took his advice. I was like, freaking, I'm going to stop reading, and I'm going to do. And I did. But the point of it was that one of my favorite people that I met online, I didn't meet him, but I fell upon his videos. One of my favorite people was a dude named Ryan Cleckner. So Ryan, he seems like just like a cool dude. I should say Mr. Cleckner, because I don't know him. We're not familiar, right? So anyway, Cleckner, Mr. Cleckner, I'm just gonna say Ryan. Anyway, moving on. So he's like freaking, you're landing a shot in a 6-inch or a 9-inch plate at 800 yards, just an ambiguous distance. Did you hit? Good enough. Your target is down. You need to be able to, there's other factors, but you need to also be able to follow up with a shot, right? If you need to follow up with a shot. So the whole Cleckner theory, good enough. And that plugs into my very last video that I did, and that was shooting with my attorney friend. And he was really overthinking it, like he should be sub MOA at 25 yards, 75 feet, almost 100 foot away, just working on it. And you're not going to have an engagement in that zone, I don't think. Freaking, anyway, he's shooting within 9 inches, and I'm like, fucking brilliant. So, the whole Ryan Cleckner theory, you're sending around freaking, you're hitting, and that's good enough. That's all that matters. Alright, last rant. Cheers. Can we do some outro music?
Oh, hell no.